Let's explore this official GMAT problem. To get the most out of this video, pause the recording now and solve the problem yourself. The correct answer is B. This is a wordy problem with too much information to remember at once. So, after reading the problem through, I would organize the information on my paper. I'd write something like this. From 2000 to 2003, the number of employees increased by a fourth. And then from 2003 to 2006, it decreased by a third. In 2006, we had 100 employees, and we're being asked to find the number of employees in 2000. So far, so good. I think I've dealt with all the numbers in the problem in the simplest way I can. At this stage, I have a choice to make. I could make an equation and solve it. That would work okay for this problem, but I want to explore a strategy that is perhaps more efficient and also good for harder problems. It's the strategy of testing answer choices. Here's how it works. I'm going to pick an answer choice and see if it agrees with all the information. Because after all, I'm looking for a number that when I increase it by a fourth and then decrease it by a third gives me 100. Let's pick answer C and find out where it takes us. I'm picking C because 100 is a nice easy number to work with, but also because answer C is in the middle of the answer choices, and that will give us an advantage later on. Let's pretend that there were 100 employees in the year 2000. Then we increase that by a fourth. A fourth of 100 is 25, so that takes us to 125. And then we decrease that by a third. Oh dear, we've run into trouble. If I take a third away from 125, I'm not going to get a whole number. But let's follow it through all the same. A third of 120 is 40, so decreasing 125 by a third is going to give us approximately 85, which is not the correct result. Answer C is not the right answer. But I can go further. Answer C gave me a result that was too small. It gave me 85 when I wanted 100. This means that I'm looking for a starting number bigger than answer C, so I can eliminate answers D and E as well. And here's another advantage of testing answers. It often helps with strategic guessing. That's very important on the GMAT. And perhaps I've actually done enough work already. Answer C was too small, but not a huge amount too small, so the answer is probably B. But let's finish the job. If there were 120 employees in the year 2000, then a fourth of that is going to be 30, which takes us up to 150. And then a third of 150 is 50, which takes us down to 100. That's the result we're looking for. B is the correct answer. Think for a moment why testing answers worked well here. Notice that the numbers were easy to work with. That's one clue that testing answers is going to be a good strategy. Also, the direction of the calculations made it easy to test answers. With the information that we were given, it's easier to work from the year 2000 to the year 2006 than it is to work in the other direction. These are the kinds of clues that you can train yourself to look out for to make smart strategy choices. In my experience, testing answers is a strategy that many students have a bit of resistance to. I think it comes from the fact that most of us have been trained for so many years to solve this kind of word problem by making and solving equations. However, testing answers is a strategy that is well worth exploring and developing. First, for the problem I demonstrated here, I think it offers a safer and more efficient strategy. And secondly, there are some harder problems in the GMAT which are really just about impossible to solve by using equations. Check out the link below for some follow-up tasks.